Welcome to ToV Live. It is Valhalla time, and it is time. It's been a while since we've done some skirmishes, but we are gonna do a little bit tonight. Here, so I gotta find the right button to push. There it is. Hello, everybody. Hello, here I am. Welcome to the ToV live stream tonight on this doubleheader of a Wednesday, where we were just a couple hours ago talking about the Renegade scenario, and now tonight we're going to be going through some skirmishes, and starting out we're going to have Drake Alexander in a mirror universe where Drake Alexander fights Drake Alexander for a few rounds getting started, because that was suggested to me by some of our audience members from before, like from the weeks before. So that's what we are going to do tonight. And I hope everybody's having a good Wednesday evening. Yes, and I'm starting a little early to finish early too, because I got to get up early in the morning. But we should be able still to do a few rounds tonight. And by the way, I'm Ryan, aka Tales of Valhalla. Usually I enjoy doing the stop motion storytelling side of Heroscape that no one else really does, because I'm a filmmaker and storyteller at heart, but there are times we still need to go through Heroscape to learn about Heroscape, to go through the gameplay of Heroscape, just to get more knowledgeable about the game, about everything. So I try to do skirmishes as much as possible. So we are going to go through, first off tonight, before we get started with the first skirmish, who are we fighting with tonight? And I'm going to show that here. And my throat's still like kind of terrible, awful, because flu. But we're going to just get started with this and see how things go with this. So I need to turn off this one. All right, there we are. And actually, I can like bring this up like that. Yeah. What was I thinking? So, okay, so we got 3 different version armies of Drake Alexander tonight, and each will have their own airborne elite squad, and that's how they're going to pair up. And since there's 3 armies, I already did a random selection of who's going to face who first, and it's going to be Sgt Drake Swarm of the Morrow versus Sgt Drake Rise of the Valkyrie. That's going to be the first match, so let's go through those stats first, and let's do like Airborne Elite first too, because Airborne Elite's going to be on both sides here, and Airborne Elite have 1 life, 4 move, 8 range, 3 attack, 2 defense, grenade special attack, and this one always confuses me, but range 5, lob 12, attack 2, uses power once per game. Start the game with a grenade marker on this card. Remove the grenade marker to throw grenades. 1 at a time, do the following with each Airborne Elite. Choose a figure to attack. No clear line of sight is needed. Any figure adjacent to the chosen figure are also affected by the grenade special attack. Roll 2 attack dice once for all affected figures. Each figure rolls defense dice separately. And then they also have a thing called the drop. Airborne Elite do not start the game on the battlefield at the start of each round before you place order markers, and I have not placed order markers yet. Usually I do on these skirmishes, but not tonight. Roll 20-sided die. If you roll 13 or higher, you may place all 4 Airborne Elite figures on any empty spaces. You cannot place them adjacent to each other or other figures or glyphs. So that is them. And the drop really makes it kind of interesting whether or not they'll actually appear on the field at all. And then we have first Sgt Drake Alexander, the Swarm of the Morrow. And this one has 6 life, 6 move, 1 range, 6 attack, 4 defense, Thorian speed. Opponent's figures must be adjacent to Sgt Drake Alexander to attack him with a normal attack. Instead of his normal move, Sgt Drake Alexander may use his grapple arm. So this is grapple arm. Grapple arm has a move of 4. But when counting spaces, you can ignore elevations. Pistol fire special attack. For this one, range 5, attack 3. Drake may not use pistol fire special attack to attack a figure who follows Jandar. So this that special ability is like zilch. It does not apply for this scenario tonight. So that's interesting. That is interesting. And normally, this Sgt Drake Alexander is a total of 170 points for standard, and then like 145 for delta points. Still, I think it's the highest point value Drake out of the bunch. And then next up is I think the lowest point value Drake of the whole bunch at a 110 in both standard and delta. Sgt Drake Alexander, Rise of the Valkyrie, and which he's got 5 life, 5 move, 1 range, 6 attack, 3 defense, Thorian speed, grapple gun 25, but no special gun ability, which is fine. So it's actually a pistol fire special attack for the Swarm of the Morrow Drake kind of devalues him a little bit because it's not going to work against any of his opponents. So I think they're going to be somewhat evenly matched tonight. So that's who's facing first. And for the Rise of the Valkyrie Drake, it's a 220 point army. And if it was delta points for the Swarm of the Morrow Drake, it'd be 145 points respectively. So that is who's going to face each other first. How about we get started with this? Boom. All right. So we got the battle map here. We got like tower here, tower here. That was kind of hard to see because the camera's like straight up down, but at least the camera's showing everything pretty clearly. Shows the dice tray pretty clearly there. And we're gonna get started. So we got to do the drop, and so I'll do the drop roll for this side first, and that's a 10. It's a 10 for this Airborne Elite, and that means they don't drop. And then for this side is a 5, so they don't drop either. This could turn out to be a thing. So we place our order markers in, and the Airborne Elite in this round aren't showing up. So basically it's going to be Sgt Drake v Sgt Drake. And I'll say this too. If one Sgt Drake kills the other Sgt Drake, and the Airborne Elite are still like hunkered down and haven't dropped yet, well then the Sgt Drake would beat the other Sgt Drake wins by default if Airborne Elite aren't on the field. Excuse me. Oh, and one other thing, we have 2 glyphs because I do this with my skirmishes too. I just add 2 random glyphs from a bag. And this time they're 2 treasure glyphs, and I have a cheat sheet showing me what those will end up being. But since they're treasure glyphs, they're actually pretty good pickings for Sgt Drake. I mean, they could be something that's totally not gonna apply for this, but I guess we'll see. So let's roll to see who wins initiative first. We'll start this side with this Drake. Got a 13 for the Swarm of the Morrow Drake, and for the Rise of the Valkyrie Drake, got an 8. So Swarm of the Morrow Drake goes first. May the best Drake win. Order marker 1. Where he's going to move a 6, and you can see this is like a little high up bit. We got some elevation here for this map. So in here, let me take a drink. So with grapple arm, let's see here. You can have a move of 4, and be able to make it up here. I think that's fine. Yeah, I think he's going to do grapple arm. Let me just see if it all applies here. Yep. So the Sgt Drake is going to move up here. And then the Sgt Drake's going to take his turn. He also has a grapple gun, and he's probably going to do the same move. They're mirroring each other, people. But since this Drake won initiative, he gets to go number 2. Now this time, let's see, he's got a move of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, actually, it's not that simple. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, what's his height? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, you can go down. 3, 4, 5. Well, this will be interesting. One's got to swing at the other sometime, and he ain't gonna. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. But you know what he can do? Actually, what could have been done in the first place is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, Drake is gonna go for a treasure glyph. I think that's something we're gonna do here. Might as well get as much advantage as he can. So let's see. And he's gonna use grapple arm again. 1, 2, 3, 4. That works. Going up or down. What treasure glyph does he have? Whoa! Okay. The man's got the Scarab of Invulnerability. So, that's a pretty good one. And let me just read through the rules of what that's supposed to mean. So this figure may use the Scarab whenever it receives 1 or more wounds. Roll a 20-sided die. If you roll a 1 through 15, ignore one of the wounds just received. If you roll a 16 or higher, ignore all wounds just received. And okay, it's a temporary treasure. Okay, so you only can use it once, but I'm going to put it on his card to make sure that he's got it, and that isn't bad. Now, okay, order marker 2 on this Sgt Drake. This Sgt Drake, I think, is going to do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's reveal these glyphs and let's see what we got. So that Drake got a good one, and this Drake, this is another one, the Whetstone of Venom. That's what this Drake got. And again, these are totally random draws. I totally placed them at random without looking at them at the beginning of this, but before we went live on each spot. So this is a totally random thing. I had no idea what they were going to be. So, Whetstone of Venom is poison, and it says this figure may use this Whetstone before rolling attack dice for a normal attack against an adjacent figure. If the attack inflicts at least 1 wound, you may add 2 additional wound markers to the defending figure's army card. Whoa. Okay. So one has one has 1 for wounds taken off. The other has for adding wounds on. Now comes the interesting part. Now they gotta face each other. Question is how. Okay, well, I guess let's see here. I guess Drake will probably go back where he came from. Unless he wants to go 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Let's maintain 1, 2, 3. I'll put him right here so he can be maybe a little bit closer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that could work. That way he's a little bit closer if the Drake so chooses to do something on his move. We'll see. Alright, order marker number 3. And yes, he's probably also going to do a 4 move. But I think right now, since it's his 3rd turn, he's going to probably rely on 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, risky. I guess it just depends on who's gonna get. Yeah. Okay, he'll put it there because it'll all depend on who gets initiative next round. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so that's round one. So round one, there really was no action other than them getting their treasure glyphs, and they have their treasure glyphs, and they're gonna have to fight sometime. So let's go. Okay. So before the round again, we're gonna do try the drop for at least first for this airborne elite. They got a 4. Nope. And now this airborne elite. They got a 17, so they get to drop. Okay, and that is, what is this? This is the Rise of the Valkyrie, Drake. And I got the, just so to tell the airborne elite apart, I've got airborne elite miniatures that are like Gimp and Toothpick type miniatures, and then on this side I got Lieutenant Dan and Henderson miniatures on that side. So okay, so they get to drop anywhere really, and they have, let's see here, they have a range of 8, so basically they can fire from anywhere. Forgot how good their range is. Okay. I mean, they can just drop virtually anywhere. So we gotta. 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah, 1, 2. Yep, 1, 2, 3. Yep, 1, 2. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So that gonna be interesting. I don't think they'll worry about grenades just yet. Let's see, and then this poor Sgt Drake is in for a world of hurt. All right, let's roll initiative. So currently, as it stands, it's the Rise of the Valkyrie, Sgt Drake that's got his airborne elite squad out, and the Swarm of the Morrow Sgt Drake is a man without an airborne elite at the moment. So let's roll for initiative. Let's do Swarm of the Morrow Drake first. Got a 14. And then Rise of the Valkyrie Drake. Got a 19. Whoa. Whoa. And airborne elite go first. Alright. And now that we're going to be in attack mode here, they have an attack of 3. Let's see here. Drake Alexander will end up with a defense of 5. And the cool thing is, I got the suggestion from Slugscaper that if you have like these are the old Rise of the Valkyrie like attack and defense dice, and you can basically save time playing like a small game by using, because the defense dice have defense markers and the attack dice have attack markers, and neither have the other. So you can literally like roll attack and defense from the attacker and defender at the same time using these dice. So that's what I'm going to do to save a little bit of time. I mean, it may be a matter of a few seconds, but you know it helps. So right now it's going to be a lot of attacking and defending. All right, we'll just start down the line here from this airborne elite to that one, aiming at Sgt Drake here. Sgt Drake's going to have a defense of 5 since he's elevated. And all the rest of the airborne elite are going to have an attack of 3. So we'll start with this airborne elite here. Nada. There was nothing. Next Airborne Elite. One hit, but blocked. Then this Airborne Elite got 3 hits and 2 defense, so Sgt Drake's got 1 wound on him. And then 1 more roll. From this Airborne Elite. And that is 2 hits against Drake Alexander with only 1 shield, so he gets another wound. And he's not going to use his Scarab of... Well, it's a question. Should we use Scarab of Invulnerability yet? No, not yet. That's ignoring wounds. I guess he'll keep those 2 wounds on him, but any more wounds he takes, I'll have to try and roll Scarab of Invulnerability. But for right now, that's order marker 1 for the Airborne Elite, and it's this Drake Alexander's turn. Let's see, is he going to use Grapple Arm? Yeah, he's probably going to take a swing at that Drake. Actually, should he take a swing first at an Airborne? Probably could. Let's see here. He could do Grapple Arm and go to this Airborne and take a swipe at him. Got an attack of 6. Oh, wait. Why wasn't my audience talking to me? Because he's got Thorian speed, that doesn't apply. So wait a second. Let's backtrack that. Back. Thorian speed does not allow him to be attacked. And I knew that. I read it. And okay, we gotta reverse that round. Okay, let's rethink this. Gotta rethink this. Okay. Forget what I said. Forget what I did. There's no wounds on him. Aye. Now this Drake still wins the initiative. But yeah. Okay. That was pretty dumb. Because of Thorian speed, cannot attack either Sgt Drake with a normal attack, including a ranged attack by the Airborne Elite, which makes this really, really interesting. So okay, I read that. At least we got an example of how these dice work, you know, which is supposed to make the game faster, but now I have to redo the round, or the beginning of it. All right, so that means this Sgt Drake Alexander is going to take his turn. My gosh. Okay, I should have, and that's gonna totally mess me up of where I placed the Airborne Elite. I should have placed him differently. Oh well, that is what happens when your brain goes like mush. So this is what we're going to do instead. The order marker 1 on Drake Alexander, and these guys are just basically going to do a dice mash on each other. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can use grapple gun, and he's going to take a swing at Drake for 6 attack. Excuse me. And plus he's got poison. You only can use it once though. So let's see. He might be able to take this Sgt Drake down in one shot with Whetstone of Venom, but he will have the opportunity for Scarab of Invulnerability. So let's see what happens. They're about to go head to head, these guys. Okay, so this Drake Alexander will have a defense of 5 because he's elevated, and this Sgt Drake will have an attack of 6. This is 1 roll. Let's see what happens. Okay. well, not the best. It's 2 on 2, so they canceled each other out. Tried to deal blow and blocked. All right, and then this Drake Alexander, the Swarm of the Morrow Drake Alexander, is going to take a swipe at this Drake Alexander now, and this Drake Alexander only has a defense of 3, and this Drake Alexander has an attack of, well, 7, since he's elevated. I think the Rise of the RotV Drake Alexander should have thought through this. Here we go. Okay, well, I don't see any defense rolls. I see a lot of wounds there, so that, okay, that Drake Alexander got 4 wounds to him. That's not good. 4 wounds to his already 5 life. Yikes. But he survives. He survives to fight another day. And for order marker 2, this Drake Alexander is going to move over here and be on the same elevation as him, so there's no there's no buffs. And let's see what happens. I gotta take another swing at him. So it's going to be 6v4, and attack versus defense. And he's definitely going to try to use poison this time if he can. Let's see. Whoa! Okay, we got ourselves a hit. Alright, and that's just 1 blocked. So that will be 4 wounds. We're going to judge us. That would be 4 wounds if counting normally. But we're going to use first the Whetstone Venom. Whetstone of Venom we're going to use is going to be in play. And we're going to see if we can get any more. Okay. Oh, okay, this figure may use this Whetstone before rolling attack dice for a normal attack against an adjacent figure. If the attack inflicts at least 1 wound, you may add 2 additional wound markers to the defending figure's army card. Okay, well, let's just say for the sake of argument that I did activate the Whetstone of Venom for that attack, if I understood the rules. And so that means 2. We inflicted 4 wounds. We add 2 additional wounds, and that would ultimately wipe out this Drake Alexander. But this Drake Alexander has the Scarab of Invulnerability, and it's this figure may use the Scarab whenever it receives 1 or more wounds. Roll 20-sided die. If you roll 1 in 15, ignore 1 of the wounds, or if you roll 16 or higher, ignore all the wounds. So the Sgt Drake is going to roll to see what's going to happen with that. And he got a 4. So that means only 1 wound was taken away. And now Swarm of the Morrow Drake has got himself 5 wounds. So both these guys are wounded to their last degree, which really, what more would you want when Sgt Drake Alexander is facing Sgt Drake Alexander? And so that Rise of the Valkyrie, Sgt Drake took a swing at him, got him pretty good. They both belted each other good. But now, in the order of playing, it's the Swarm of the Morrow, Sgt Drake Alexander that takes another swipe at him. On even ground, it's going to be 6v3 still. Hey, David Chance there in the chat. How you doing? Drake Civil War? Yeah. I had a suggestion from someone in the audience a few weeks back if I could do Drake Alexander v Drake Alexander with an airborne elite squad attached to them. And I'm realizing that it's kind of tough to have airborne elite up against Drake Alexander because their range doesn't work because of Thorian speed. And then at the same time too, the Swarm of the Morrow Drake Alexander is kind of unlimited because he can't use his pistol fire special attack because he can't attack anybody who follows Jandar. So it's kind of Drake's in a mirror universe where he's facing himself, and first we got the original 2 Drake Alexanders facing each other, and then I do have the Age of Annihilation Drake Alexander here, and he'll go up against whoever is the winner for this one. So yeah, it was suggested to me, and I thought, okay, they can at least grenade the Drakes. You're right. And if I had thought of that previous, that's what I probably would have done. But I forgot the fact that Drake had Thorian speed, and so I positioned them where I did, and so I just allowed myself the penalty because I'm stupid. So we'll see what happens, but they can move closer for sure once they get a turn. But we'll see if which Drake will survive here. Nope, Thorian speed doesn't apply to special attacks. You're right. But they do apply to normal attacks, and I set these airborne elite up when they dropped to just fire their normal attack. And I was going through that, and I was wounding Drake Alexander, and I got to the end of that round, I realized, oh, wait a second, Thorian speed doesn't apply for that, and so I had to redo that. But it's okay. It's coming up fun where we have Drake v Drake here at the moment. So okay. So order marker 2 on this Drake, and so this is going to be 6v3. And it's really cool that these guys also had, some of these glyphs that I placed on the field at the beginning of the battle and applied them. Really fun. All right. All right, let's roll. And whoa, okay. So cancel each other out because only one shield and one skull was rolled. And that was Swarm of the Morrow trying to attack Rise of the Valkyrie Drake, and it did not apply. Both these guys getting in the meat grinder, and then round 3, Rise of the Valkyrie Drake Alexander, and so Daniel's saying, yep, in Contemporary there's so many special attacks, which makes it less useful. Yep, that's true. I mean, you don't usually see, you definitely don't see the Airborne Elite in, competitive. Sgt Drake Alexander, rarely. But still, fun to play, because we're playing just to learn, to do our best to learn as much as possible in scenarios, and have some fun. Alright, so order marker 3, this one, so this is going to be 6... V4. And so this will be Rise of the Valkyrie Drake attacking on Swarm of the Morrow Drake. Whoa, okay. And Rise of the Valkyrie Drake looks like he got it. Boom. So this Drake is down, and that actually ends the game, because this was this Drake's Airborne Elite. So it is Rise of the Valkyrie Airborne Elite defeated Swarm of the Morrow Drake, and everybody applauds. Yay! Yay! So we're going to reset, and we're going to bring out the Age of Annihilation Drake Alexander in a moment. I'll reset this. So I hope everyone's having a good evening. And my throat's a little hoarse. It's like having a little over a week worth of flu. I mean, I'm doing better, but it's just like, all right. Here, give me a moment. I need to pull out more glyphs. Alright. And I started these skirmishes with like a huge bag full of glyphs way back when. And I'm down to a little bit because I put away in another box glyphs that I've already used, so that way it's something new every time until we're on the last few, and then I'll re-put them back in. But so for the next round, let's see here, what glyphs are going to be used. Again, I'm closing my eyes. Okay, pulling out randomly. Alright, well, they're normal glyphs. I'm going to put them on here. Let's see if they'll be revealed in this next round. Alright, get rid of these wound markers. And remove this Sgt Drake. Swarm of the Mara. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys noticed this. Look at that. You see that signature there? And I have these on like some of my Airborne Elite. That is Craig Van Ness's signature. And how do I know that's Craig Van Ness's signature? Because he signed them right in front of me last Gen Con. Very nice guy, by the way. Very nice guy. And yes, I've given some of those Craig Van Ness signed cards away because I basically had him sign all the Airborne Elite and Sgt Drake cards that I had, and I only need just a number of them to keep for myself, but the rest of them belongs to you guys, the audience. So I've been giving them away, you know, a little bit gradually, and I'll probably do some more giveaways this year of those signed cards. Good keepsakes, you know. And here, see. Yeah, see, there you go. Boom. There it is. It's the man has a pen available for him, but no, Craig was a really nice guy. I had a really nice conversation with him last year. So, and if I go to Gen Con again this year, I hope he's there. It would be great to talk with him again. All right, moving up. All right, next game. So now we have Age of Annihilation Drake Alexander v Rise of the Valkyrie Drake Alexander. Who will prevail on top? We'll see. We'll see. Oh, and Daniel's saying, caught up on my scenario and review from earlier, and good call on expecting a poison bottle mechanic. Oh, well, I mean, oh, you mean for for future scenarios? Yeah, you know, I can understand why they were making it simple, because even like going through it in my head, like it probably would have been a complicated, kind of a complicated scenario. And they've already done bottle type scenarios before, so maybe they just wanted to keep it simple this time. Originally, it was going to involve a MacGuffin, but I felt it was too similar to the amulet scenario. Okay. So I hope you're feeling better. Well, thank you, Daniel. I'm and Daniel, you don't happen to be dandelions, would you? I think you are. Possibly. Yeah, I mean, like for almost over a week, I was out of it. Like last Wednesday, I couldn't stream at all because I was just, it was terrible. But it didn't stop me from doing other things that I needed to do. So yeah, just keep on moving. And this is why I'm like streaming a little early tonight too, so I can go to bed early. Nope, Battle Bro. Oh, okay, you got the Battle Bro like YouTube channel, right? You make all those wonderful superior maps, like that have like certain like 3D prints and just cool things. I love that stuff. That is great stuff. Let's see here. But you designed some scenarios, including this month's. Oh, well, okay, there you go. Well, that's cool. That's cool. I'm glad you got the opportunity to do that type of thing. So, yeah. The I think then in that case you probably made a good call on that. So, no real channel, just a guy in Discord. Oh, okay. There's so many names out there, but it's okay. We all can't have a YouTube channel, you know, because, I mean, some of us actually have lives, you know, and we have to do things, you know, outside of creating content. But yeah, and right now, I mean, usually I would be streaming like around 9:30 at night because my family's usually home, my wife, my son, they're usually home, but they've been gone for a little over a week and they're not returning until next week. So I do have a little bit of extra time on my hands, but I do have an early appointment tomorrow, early in the morning that I gotta get to, so it's got to be a little early night. But we still have like, I can still go for another hour and a half. So I mean, we'll after doing this skirmish, I might take just a small break to reset up, and then we'll get some like VC, maybe VC versus AoA stuff. I don't know. I got a number of stuff. I'm not gonna be able to do all of it tonight, but we'll attempt something, and then we'll do more skirmishes this Sunday afternoon as well. All right, let's roll for initiative. Oh, actually, right before we roll for initiative, we got to roll for the drop. Roll for the drop. So let's start with this Airborne Elite. And I know I've seen Battle Bro on Discord. I know I have seen it. I've seen your name before there for sure. All right, so let's roll. Okay, this Airborne Elite first gonna get the drop, and they're not dropping. They only got a 3. And so this Airborne Elite, let's see if they drop. No, because they got a 6, and here's essentially why the Airborne Elite are not valuable. All right, so neither drops, so that makes it simple for what each Drake is going to do. And okay, so for the AoA, Drake Alexander again has Thorian speed. Let's see, a grapple grab 8. Let me see if it's any different. Although he's got flying. After moving before attacking Drake, you may choose one enemy, small or medium. Yeah, okay, this makes things interesting. Within 4 clear sight spaces, whose level is no more than 6 levels above or below Drake's level. Roll 20 side die. If you roll A higher, place a chosen figure on any empty same level space adjacent to Drake. If the chosen figure is engaged, okay. Okay, so he basically does a come here motion. Daniel says, very nice. I'll have to hop out, but glad you're able to get some games in. Fun seeing new Drake next to his old elites. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll see how this goes. Neither are dropping at this round, but we'll see who goes first. But yeah, lovely chatting with you, Daniel. You take care and keep up the good work. All right. Initiative, AoA Drake first. Got 13. Initiative, Rise of the Valkyrie Drake, 5. All right. So now this Drake does have a move of 5 as opposed to, well, that Sgt Drake Alexander has a move of 5 too. All right. Alright, so order marker 1. This Drake, it's actually, I think if I was doing Drake versus Drake, I'd prefer to be going, I think I'd prefer to be going first anyway, because then you gotta really think what you're gonna do with Drake. But this Drake's got flying, so he can move basically anywhere anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's gonna do that. And this Drake's got to be careful. Okay, so that's order marker 1, order marker 1 on this Drake Alexander. This is not going to be as easy. Let's see here. 4 clear sight spaces. Yeah, actually prefer him probably getting the first order marker because you'd want him to gain ground. But then again, grapple grab. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, people. It's gonna be tough. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Moment. That stinks. I don't know. I'd rather give him the height advantage. And if that Drake pulls him in, then so be it. Alright. Order marker 2. This Drake Alexander. This Drake Alexander definitely is a bit better because of the grapple grab. And it helps he's got 6 life too. Okay, so what's he gonna do with this? He can move 1 and then be 4 away to try grapple grab, which I think he's gonna do. Let's try it. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 clear sight spaces. And you gotta roll 8 or higher. Nope. Nope, got a 6. So that he's done with that, but that just means this Drake can go for a glyph, which he's gonna do. 1, 2, 3, 4. You need some type of edge. Let's see what the glyph shows. Okay, well it's I mean it's gonna help a little bit. It's the glyph of Gerda. Boom. Simple glyph, but it should help. Let's see here. Let me get glyph of Gerda. For each figure you control, roll 1 extra defense dice. So basically, it's just defense buffs for the whole army, and it's a permanent glyph. So it stays with the army, and they just get extra defense boosts. So that'll help. That'll definitely help them. So it was good to make that move. But now, order marker 3 and this Drake. Let's see what he can do. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can move him down and do grapple grab again. Why not? Let's do it. Let's have some fun with it. He's got to be on the same level, though. I'm on the same level, so you have to go there, which is fine. And he got a 9 this time, so he does grab him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now he gets to attack him. Attack of 6. Yeah, more defense always helps. Strong power. Yep. I think he lucked out because he's going to need it. He's going to need to defend because right now he's getting, instead of defense of 3, he's got a defense of 4 against an attack of 6. Let's see if he can withstand this attack. So AoA Drake hitting Rise of the Valkyrie Drake. Well, wow. That whoa. There isn't a blank dice on there. Okay. So that Drake really hit him hard. And did wound him, but it could have been worse because this Drake rolled defense on each dice. Wow. And so took away 4 wounds, but still got 2 onto him. My goodness. Yeah, that's wow. Well, it could have been worse. So let's put it that way. Let's add 2 to the Rise of the Valkyrie Drake on here. Still got 3 life left. And so that's the end of that Drake's turn, and then this Drake gets to go. And now he's gonna teach this other Drake some medicine, I think. Okay, and I think I can use Grapple Gun for this, for him to move. He's still gonna be adjacent to him because he still reaches him. He's got height of 6, so that still works. You can use Grapple Gun and move up here to get a really good height on that Drake and really pummel him below. He's gonna need it. So that'll be an attack of 7. And ooh, this Drake Alexander only has a defense of 3. So let's see how this goes. right. Well, not many this time, but he does get 1 wound on that Drake. And that ends the round. So, actually, I find this quite fun. But we gotta go to the next round. So first round, AoA Drake does land 2 wounds on the Rise of the Valkyrie Drake Alexander, but the Rise of the Valkyrie Drake Alexander gets the high ground and fires back on this Drake Alexander and deals 1 wound to him. Now we gotta roll to see if any Airborne Elite gonna drop. We'll start with this Airborne Elite first. And yes, this Airborne Elite on the AoA side will drop. Let's see about the other one. Nope. Drop this. Whoops. Okay. So again, Thorian speed will apply, but we can get, let's see here. Get these airborne close to this Drake. This is going to end up kind of messy, people. Okay, let me see how this is going to go. And they can really lob some grenades there. And they actually can do the grenade attack if they want to, so we might do that. Oh, but wait a second. Not probably a good idea. Yeah, adjacent to the targeted figure, so yeah, it's not time for grenades. They're gonna have to probably either do close range, or this Drake's gonna have to find a way to make like a leaf and leave. So what if there's friendly fire? Put the frag in the frag. Okay. Well. You know, the audience is always right, so let's see how this goes. All right. Let's roll for initiative. AoA Drake first. They got a 3. Rise of the Valkyrie Drake got a 16, so Rise of the Valkyrie Drake does go first, order marker 1, so they're gonna have to wait to throw their grenades. Well, this Drake, guess he's gonna try to pummel this AoA Drake. Again, for 7 v3. And whoa, okay, so that is 1 taken away, and that is so that's 4 wounds to this Drake Alexander. So he's got 5 wounds on him. He's still alive, but barely. So that was a pummeling. My goodness, this Rise of Valkyrie Drake really showing that he's still got fight in him. Still got fight in him. But that's it, and we have the Airborne Elite gonna be. I don't have the grenade token, but let's just take it off. Let's pretend we're taking it off. And remind me, okay, this is lob 12, attack 2, so is that 5 attacks? then 5 attacks of 2 on Drake, I believe, and then 5 attacks of 2 on the other Drake. I believe that's how it goes, or is it? Wait a minute. Okay, once for all affected figures. So that would be 5 attacks, and then they have to roll defense dice. By that many a drink, 20 years old, and as strong as he was in 2004. Yeah, I think it will actually here. Okay, hold on a second. I mean, this isn't alcohol, but here, okay. Toast. I don't drink alcohol, but it's close enough. I'd say that's good. That's good, but we're gonna be lobbing grenades. And I think that's how this goes for lobbing grenades. It's gonna be hard to roll defense dice. So I'll roll defense dice for the defending Rise of the Valkyrie Drake, and then roll defense dice for the separate Drake separately. Can't do it all at once. Me neither. Any drink will do. Okay, no, I just did it. So it works. All right. So I believe it's like, since it's lob 12, attack 2. I think that's 2 attacks, or attack of 2 5 times. I believe that's how it goes. I've heard different things. It was confusing me about the Airborne Elite sometimes, and I'm sorry if I'm acting dumb in this. But I've heard it's like 2 for each Airborne Elite. But then why is it lob 12? Because 12 would be 5 attacks of 2, if that makes sense. If you got all 4 of them together. I know if you're missing one, then you take one off. Someone explain this to me, please, while I'm streaming. But I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna go with that. We'll see how it goes. All right. So defensive 4 Rise of the Valkyrie Drake, and we're gonna do these separately. All right. Grenade 1. That's a whiff. So the other Drake does not need to roll. Grenade 2. And that is not a whiff, and that is 2 wounds. On the Rise of the Valkyrie Drake, he's still alive, but ouch. With 1 left. And then this Drake will have to defend on that one. 1 defense, whoops! But AoA Drake got taken down by his own men grenade. Okay. And so that's 2. And then grenade number 3. That's 2 again, and so this Drake got taken down. Whoa! In a blaze of glory. So that ends the skirmish for this one. So it's actually kind of like an even-handed victory, because I didn't even get to 5 lobbing 5 only took 3. But so we had the 2 Drakes tangle, and AoA Drake drew first blood, but Rise of the Valkyrie Drake kept up a defense, and then really swung in on AoA Drake, and got him with 1 life, and then the Airborne Elite dropped, the AoA Elite, and they're just like, okay, screw it. We're just gonna throw grenades until one or both of you die. And both of them died. In which case, the AoA Drake does win by default, but it did get taken out before taking out the Rise of the Valkyrie Drake. Oh, how fun is Heroscape? And I agree, Daniel. Yes, Drake is dead. Long live Drake. Yes. All right. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to take like maybe like a 10-minute break, 5-10 minute break. I'm going to play something over on the side here of some of my animations. And I'm gonna set up for another round of stuff. I believe I'm gonna do. This is gonna be another interesting one. What was the suggestion here? Hold on a second. Let me make sure that I had another audience member suggest Iron Lich versus like a Deathwalker type army. So that's what we're gonna attempt to do next. And I think I have some Deathwalkers. I gotta figure out the points, but Deathwalkers, Deathwalkers with Death Reavers. Yeah, Iron Lich, maybe some Romans. I don't know. I'll have to refigure it. But until that time, I'm gonna mute my microphone, pause the music, and just play some fun Heroscape stop motion stuff. Daniel, okay, I gotta hop off, catch up with a friend on Severance Season 2. Great show. Have a good evening. Happy escaping. Daniel, you too. You take care. Hopefully catch you around some other time. We'll probably do skirmishes on the afternoon Sunday before the Super Bowl. So hopefully catch you then. If not, Iron Lich with Romans seems kind of fun. Yeah, I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna give it a try. I know last time the Romans didn't do much when I played Iron Lich. Iron Lich and Wraith Riders tend to clean house. Even just the Romans are just standing back there like, we'll just call us when you need something, but we'll see what happens. But let me get this set up and take a break real quick, and I'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes.
It all began many years ago.
Men, we're under attack. It's time to defend the castle.
Yes, sir. Leading the way, sir.
I don't want to fight. I want me tea. Is it tea time? Oh, look! There's the dragon!
Crush thy enemies.
Look lively, gentlemen. Watch your step. There's a fight and tea.
We were in the middle of pure war. All our thoughts and goals were for the findings of the wellsprings and the destruction of our enemies. But something happened. Some unknown power beyond any of us dried up all of the well springs of power. And the Valkyrie generals could no longer bring heroes to Valhalla. And in turn, all strangers here could not return to their homes in the past, present, or future. Now we are all trapped on this planet with no well springs to fight for and no power to conquer. All armies withdrew to their territories, creating an unquiet peace. Until this present time, there was no power to seek that was strong enough for the wars to begin anew. But that could change soon. Very soon.
Just as I thought. Instead of resting after that long mission, maybe playing a few card games and turning in early. I have to stand on duty with the Kyrie triplets.
Ha ha ha. You little girly man. Complaining all the time. Why don't you go out and find some glyphs again and play with butterflies?
Alright. Yeah, I'm not quite yet set up for this, but essentially I'm gonna build up a small Iron Lich army with Roman Legionnaires and a small Deathwalker army with Death Reavers. And we'll see how it goes. It's just going to take me a minute to set up because I want to get the points as close as possible to all this. So just give me a moment here. I'm going to set this up. It's a great thing with Heroscape.org. You can have the army builder and just figure it out on the fly. I mean, usually I have this figured out in advance, but my time has been kind of limited for things. Alright, and then it's going to be an interesting army. Excuse me. So Deathwalker 9,000. It's not over 9,000. And Death Reavers. And Death Reavers are interesting to play. Let's see here. See how things now. If I do 250, and I mean, I don't want to go too high. 260. And here, I'll show you guys where I'm at with this stuff here. Hold on. Okay, so in developing like a Death Weaver Deathwalker army, I have, let's see, what are they at? Two. Death Reavers get more valuable in Delta. Interesting. And let me see, what about Delta for Roman Legionnaires? Okay, they get higher too. All right. So I guess we'll just keep it standard. But 260 for like 3 squads Death Reavers and 1 Deathwalker, and then it's 250 points for Iron Lich and 2 squads of Roman Legionnaires. It might take a little bit of time to do that type of battle, but I want the Roman Legionnaires to have at least 2 of them. And let's see here in Delta, that's 280. And it's 280 in Delta for Death Reavers and Deathwalker, so it's good. And then probably VC Delta the same thing. Yep. Okay. So that's an evenly matched. They're about as evenly matched as you can get them. So that's what we will do. So let me read through these in a second. Let me just grab what miniatures I need to grab here. And then we'll set them up. Now let's keep my mic on this time. So 2 squads, 3 squads, 1. Okay. Get my Iron Lich. So this will just be an Iron Lich with Legionnaires, and that's it. It'll be interesting. Legionnaires, they are a squad of 4. Well, that works. Okay. And then the rats. And that They are also a squad of 4, and make sure we should have enough available for 3 squads. I think. I hope so. Unless some are hiding somewhere. Yeah. Now some of these Death Reavers are like 3D printed for my 3D printer. Oh, you can't see them. Why is that? I'll show them in a second. But I 3D printed some of these on my 3D printer. So they look rough, but they're the same shape. So they work. And depending on the quickness of this battle, might be the last one we do tonight. We'll see. All right, so let's go through the army list. First, starting out, we have the Iron Lich Viscerat's army, and let's see here. Most of these rules, like these special abilities, are not going to apply because there is no there's no Wraith Riders. Oh, I need to, like, I didn't move this glyph, so that's staying. We don't know what that is, but I'm going to pull out another glyph and put it down here. Oop, that's a treasure glyph. So the only thing that's going to apply for this battle for Iron Lich is Dismissive Strider. Iron Lich Viscerat can move through small and medium figures, does not take leave in engagement attacks on small and medium figures, and can target and attack non-adjacent figures while only engaged with small and medium figures. It's interesting. So it's like you could have the rats swarm them, and it doesn't matter. He could still take hits at somebody range. And then he's got Roman Legionnaires as well, and Roman Legionnaires do have Warlord bonding, which Iron Lich is. Warlord, before taking turns with Roman Legionnaires, you may first take a turn with any Warlord you control, and also Shield Wall. When defending with the Roman Legionnaire, add 1 defense dice for each adjacent Roman Legionnaire, up to a maximum of 2 dice for Shield Wall power. So it's good that when they stay together, which they'll probably do that anyway. And then next army is let's see here, Death Reavers and Deathwalkers. So Deathwalker 9000. Here we go. Deathwalker 9000. His ability's got Explosion Special Attack, range 7, attack 3. Choose a figure to attack. Any figures adjacent to a chosen figure are also affected by Explosion Special Attack. Deathwalker only needs a clear sight shot at a chosen figure. Roll 3 attack dice once for all affected figures. Each figure rolls defense dice separately. Deathwalker can be affected by his own Explosion Special Attack. So you gotta be careful with that. Range enhancement, which will not apply for this one. So this might be a vital thing. And then we got Death Reavers. Death Reavers are just very, very when used correctly, they can gum up an army, and they've been used correctly against me. I have yet to use them correctly because my skill with them still needs to grow. But they have the scatter ability. After a Death Reaver you control rolls a defense dice against a normal attack from an opponent's figure, you may move any 2 Death Reavers you control up to 4 spaces each. Death Reavers are never attacked when leaving an engagement. And when moving up down levels of terrain, Death Reavers may double their height to a 6. So they got a leaping ability. All right. So let's move back to the board. We got our start zones, and you can see here. See, this is like a 3D printed Death Reaver. I kind of like painted it and 3D printed it from my 3D printer back there. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's the shape, and it's a 3D printed base too. But they work as proxies, so that's what we use them for. So again, 3 squads, like for Delta, 280 points for each army. May the best mechanized creature win. Just get everything set up here. All right. Iron Lich. Who's gonna lead this party? Romans. Ah. Romans are trying to escape. Okay. And then we're going to put order markers down, and then we will begin initiative roll. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, he's going to need. Excuse me. So you're on. We do have ladders here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So technically, given a few moves, Deathwalker could move up, you know. Although there is disadvantage with them because there's no synergies between the Death Reavers and Deathwalker. But that's something we just got to kind of play toward. And order markers for him. Well, this is a pretty synergistic army. So the order markers are pretty self-explanatory here. Alright, we ready? Let's move on to the next battle. So, Deathwalker v Iron Lich Viscerat. And let's go. Alright, so initiative roll. Let's do Deathwalker first. 14. Iron Lich, 8. So Deathwalker army does go first. And first is going to be Death Reavers. So one squad at a time. Let's see, and they have a move of 6. Well, one can go for this glyph right away and see what turns up with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see what it turns up. Glyph of Nilrind, negation. Alright, let's see. Go to my glyph list. See if this will help at all. Let's see, okay. There's the glyph. There it is. There's the shackles. Now, is this a permanent glyph? Let me looking. Or is this a temporary glyph? Oh, it's a temporary glyph. Okay. Movement must stop when moving onto a hex with temporary glyph. When a figure moves a temporary glyph, follow its rules and remove it from the game. Alright. When one of your figures stops here, you may choose any opponent's unique figure, roll the 20-sided die. If you roll a 1 or 4, nothing happens. If you roll a 5 through 20, place the gold negation marker on the chosen figure's army card. All of your figure's special powers are negated for the rest of the game. Well, that would just be Dismissive Strider, but that might help. So let's roll that 20-sided die, shall we? We got a 17. That means I got to put a negation marker on Iron Lich. This, or actually, I'll just be the glyph will be the negation marker. Yeah, that was quite a move, and their turn isn't even done yet. So Iron Lich gets negated, and so that means all his specials do not work for the rest of the game, starting out He hasn't even moved yet, and his dismissive strider will no longer apply. Wow. So that means he cannot move through small or medium figures, does not take leave in engagement attacks, and cannot target and attack non-adjacent figures when engaged with small figures. Wow. For the rest of the game, it doesn't matter. Can't do anything about it. It's on for the rest of the game until he gets destroyed. Wow. That negation ability, when it rolls, and there you go. 17. 17. That's a bummer. All right. Now these rats got to do what they got to do. That just might that might be something. We'll see. We'll see. It definitely limits Iron Lich a bit. All right, we got to move more of these Death Reavers, though. We got to move 3 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, what I'm thinking is 1, 2, 3, 4. Can. We want to make sure Iron Lich does not get that treasure glyph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that makes more sense. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. Put this one up here. Alright, that's moving 3. And let me move this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that makes more sense. All right, gonna make the most of movements here. Okay. Well, that was a pretty impressive turn number 1. All right. Order marker 1, Roman Legionnaires, and Iron Lich goes first because of Warlord bonding. So you cannot stride over this, but at the same time, Iron Lich can't take that glyph. Can't take that treasure glyph because he's double spaced. So, yeah, he's going to end up being glyphless. Excuse me. It's a disadvantage of having a double peanut base. So what we're going to do with him... We can move 5. Guess we'll just start taking out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll try to start taking out some rats here. Right, here, I gotta look. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Might as well attack either way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, he's going in. He's scooting. He's scooting through these thin passageways. All right, I'm just gonna take a swipe since all his special abilities are now nil. Attack of 3. And Death Reavers have defense of 4. Wow. Okay. So he's going to attack that one Death Reaver. And 1 hit, 2 defense. Okay, after Death Reaver, you control rolls defense dice against normal attack. You may move any 2 Death Reavers you control up to 4 spaces each. So we will. And he defended against the Iron Lich. The Iron Lich just not having a good day. So 2, 4 spaces each. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Why not? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we'll do the ladder just yet. Can only move one. Move that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we need to start swarming him, kind of. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Thinking. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Move that one there. All right. So let's move 2. That's it. And then Roman Legionnaire's turn. They're gonna move up 4 spaces here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, that one's there. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one here. And these, like 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, I hear thunder. I hear me some thunder. Okay. Just move that there. Actually, let's move it there. Okay. Trying to make the most of my moves here. Excuse me. It's good that they stick together. I guess. Glyph mill negation. Ay. Getting that 20-sided roll too, just like wow. Incredible. Alright. Order marker 2. Death Reavers. So move a 6. Death Reaver can't hop on the treasure glyph. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, not high enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, they had that Death Reaver there. Okay, hold on a second. I guess that Death Reaver should attack somehow, huh? I can make it up to that then, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why not? Okay, we're gonna bite the Iron Lich's ankles. Why not? Have an attack with 1. Be only attack of, well, yeah. I mean, he's on height. Kind of. Yeah, because he's in the lower drop. So, attack of 2. Iron Lich will have a defense of 4. Let's see what happens. Death Reaver snapping at Iron Lich. Blocked. So, interesting. It was interesting. But at least he's got, like, some height on him a bit. Alright. Alright, so that's order marker 2 for them, order marker 2 for Roman Legionnaires. And, oh boy, this poor Iron Lich. Maybe attempt to take a leaving engagement, but 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, he's already in his range. Well, they can do an explosion special attack, and he can't do a ranged attack against him at the moment. Okay, you know what? In order for Iron Lich to count, he'll have to take a leave and engagement attack to get up into that. Because 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he can get up in there, but he's gonna have to take a leave and engagement. He's gonna take it. Yeah, he got wounded against that rat that he's engaged to. My goodness, dismissive strider already costing him the wound. Alright. But now he can aim for Deathwalker here. Yikes, and Deathwalker, of course, has a defense of 9. Because, dear God, yes. But we gotta try to attack him. Maybe elevated, so it'd be an attack of 4 against a defense of 9. But as we all know, all it takes is 1. So Iron Lich is playing his chances. 4, 8, 9 against 4. Not this time. Solidly defended. Aye. Okay, now Roman Legionnaire's turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Attack at some Death Reavers here. 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Yeah, just keep them there. Ah, but they're better together. Okay. Excuse me. Alright, and so they can attack 1 Death Reaver with an attack of 3. Even Steven. Defense of 4. Okay. Or, I'm sorry, defense of 4. Yep. Alright, so first this Legionnaire against this Death Reaver. And all blanks, but Death Reaver with their scatter can move 4 spaces. And let me think about this. I think this Death Reaver is going to maybe do his best to kind of run away. But well, you might be able to scatter some guys more. Alrighty. Here. 2, 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's okay. These guys are gonna just start eating away at Iron Lich since Iron Lich can't really ignore them. And so yeah, I guess okay. This one will attack him again. There's going to be elevation or height for defense. Attacks the same. And blocked, and we get to move more rats. And this time this rat is going to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I'll keep him there. Zero. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can do that. We just keep these Romans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to keep these Romans kind of stuck there. Alright, so Romans took their attack. And actually, since they engage these Romans can technically attack these rats, though. But then these more rats can move. I'm beginning to understand the value of the rats, actually, if I'm playing it correctly. I think I am. Because these Legionnaires have no choice but to attack. I mean, you can choose to attack or not to attack, but they're going to attack. And then that allows more rats to move around, and yeah, okay. I think I'm starting to understand using them a little bit. So let's do that. So 3v5 again. Huh. 3v5 again. Okay, so this one against this one. He's got height. And this time... Okay, so this time this rat did go. That's the only problem. The rat's got to make its defense. It can't whiff on the defense. Kind of did that time. But 2 more rats can go. And I think this rat's going to scatter. 1, 2, 3, 4 now, so another one can't attack. Because we were just taking that chance, but since hey Hero Guy. Iron Lich without Wraith Riders like chocolate with no marshmallows. And Hero Guy, there's another thing that happened too, like right at the start of the game. Because we have glyphs here that can be used, and there was a brown like type of temporary glyph here that's kind of permanent now, that was revealed by a Death Reaver, and it was the glyph of Nilrend, of negation, and they rolled a 20 and activated the glyph, rolled a 17 I think actually, and the Iron Lich special abilities, which you could only use 1, Dismissive Strider, no longer applies. So the Iron Lich has no special abilities whatsoever in this game. That negation glyph negates those abilities for the whole game. So that was a terrible way to start. But so the Iron Lich is just like basically fighting with his legs behind his back, basically. It's crazy. So he can't break engagement with the rats or anything. And all he can do is, and actually now that he's engaged with these rats, all he can do is shoot at them, because his dismissive Strider doesn't work. That is tough. That is tough. Deathwalker was given a big and huge advantage of that. So I mean, they literally have to kill the rats in order to get to Deathwalker. I'm beginning to see the freaking big value of the rats. It's incredible. Although they did take out one, and we're on order marker 3. Legionnaires just did their thing. I moved one to scatter. I'm gonna have to move another one here to scatter. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Let's totally make this 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's totally just make that a big headache for Iron Lich. I think that's key at the moment. All right. So order marker 3, Deathwalker. Okay. So what's going to happen here is that Deathwalker is going to take a shot at Iron Lich, and all these, I guess, yeah, all these Death Reavers are going to be affected by this, but Explosion Special Attack. Let's do it. I mean, normal attack range 7, attack of 4. Well, I don't think I'm going to apply it to this one, because his regular attack is attack of 4. So that's okay. And actually, if I move him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I move him, start have him climbing up the ladder if he can. I don't know if he can. Probably too big. But if he could, then he could have height against Iron Lich, but that's okay. We'll just keep him there for now. We might move him up just a little bit there. I think he'll be fine right there. And I'm just gonna do a normal attack. Normal attack against Iron Lich, so it'd be 4v5 because Iron Lich is elevated. Yeah, I don't want to do explosion special attack and wipe out my Death Reavers because it's not necessary, because I already attack of 4. Regular attack of 4 is needed. And by the way, guys, I am getting like a lightning storm here happening. So if power goes out, if this stream just all of a sudden suddenly shuts down, that's why. And then I probably won't restart the stream, just so you all know. So I'll be wondering what happens. Well, I'll probably save the battle for like Sunday. We'll just do that, because I'm going to be skirmishing Sunday afternoon with things, so we can finish it. Let's hurry things up. Okay, so 3 attack, 2 defense for Iron Lich. So that's 1 more wound to him. Deathwalker can just like shoot away at him. And then order marker number 3, Roman Legionnaires. Let's think about this. Alright, well, Iron Lich has got to, like, can't. That negation stinks. Okay, he's gonna, I guess he's gonna try and take care of the rat here that is like same level as him, and just be an attack of 3 against Death Reaver's defense of 4. My gosh. Nope. And but we still moved more Death Reavers. Yay! 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And okay, we can move Legionnaires. So I'm gonna move. I'm gonna need bring some Legionnaires this way. 1, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then I'm gonna move these, like these Legionnaires actually over here. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna try and take out another Death Reaver. I know this is, but okay. Let's just have them attack them. All right. From above, a little bit better. Attack of. So we attack of 4. Defense 4, 4v4. First attack. And got him. But still 2 more Death Reavers can move. And this Death Reaver is going to come 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to come down here. So he's not engaged with anyone else because we cannot lose any more Death Reavers. And this Death Reaver is here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right, and that ends the round. First round. Very, very stunning type of round. But wow. Just with that first initial negation on the first move of the first turn of Death Reavers, they activated that negation and totally like crippled Iron Lich. There's not much he can do. And again, the glyphs are randomized. I pull them basically out from a pile, and I place them down on whatever spot. I don't know what they are. I just place them down, and that's it. So let's see what Deathwalker can do. But if Deathwalker takes out the Iron Lich, I think there's not going to be much of a chance for the Legionnaires. It'll probably be game. All right, rolling for initiative. All right, Deathwalker side first, got an 18. Iron Lich side, got a 3. Yikes. Yeah. So it is Deathwalker team goes first, and number 1 is on Deathwalker, and he's gonna fire away at Iron Lich again. So again, this is 4v. That's a lightning strike. If you heard that noise, yeah, that's thunder and lightning. So again, if this stream cuts off, that's why. Hopefully we keep power. I wasn't expecting a strong storm in the middle of February, or beginning of February, whatever. It's wintertime. But here we are. So hopefully we keep power. But like I said, if this stream all of a sudden cuts off, that's why. And I'll just hold. I'll hold for this and just give you guys the results of the battle on Sunday. Okay. So attacking with 4, Iron Lich will have a defense of 5. Rolling again. Yeah, here guys says glyphs are fun. I usually don't play them because they change the game entirely, in my opinion. Well, this is exactly why. It's the randomness of these fun, because I mean these are skirmishes. It's just to learn. So this is just and adds to the fun of playing these little skirmishes. You do not know what's going to happen sometimes with these cliffs. Alright. Well, that's one wound on Iron Lich. That was whiffs nearly all around besides one wound that got through. So that's an additional wound to Iron Lich. Then Roman Legionnaires. And Iron Lich goes again. Attack of 3 against the same Death Reaver. 3v4. And negated. And that still allows Death Reavers to go. And they're going to. Let's see here. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. In here. Hold on, just give me a minute. I want to see like the strength of this storm real quick and look on radar. Real quick, I just want to see. I don't think we got anything strong, but you never know. Okay, just a flood watch. And okay, seems like the worst of it is going through. So hopefully that is the case. All right. All right. Did I roll? Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Wait a minute. Did I confuse myself with this? It wasn't Iron Lich that was supposed to be getting the thing. It was... Oh, no, it was against the Deathwalker. Right, okay. I don't know what I'm thinking. Alright. And so Iron Lich fired against that Deathwalker. I gotta catch up with what I was thinking. And we moved to Death Reavers, and that means that Legionnaires can go. All right. So, and this is one thing with Deathwalker 9000 too. You want to keep your Death or your Legionnaires together, but that can totally destroy you with Explosion Special Attack. So yeah, this is tough. This is tough. But okay. Alright, we still gotta try and hit Death Reavers as much as we can though. 1, 2, 3. I have to attack that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, one's gonna attack from below, one above. And let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move this one here. Actually, yeah. So I can do that. And then move this one. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So they're going to make use of all their attack PD. And okay, first we're going to do this one on the ground on height. So that would be 3 feet 5. And ooh, that rat's gone. And then we got scatter, which this rat can go. He can go back here. Actually, can go here. He can actually go underneath. There's actually like a little tunnel underneath this, and so small creatures can go underneath there. 1, 2, 3. And no one can get at them. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one just gonna move up here. All right. And then there's no engagement with any other Legionnaires, so Legionnaires can't attack anymore. Okay, order marker 2, again on Deathwalker, and he is going to fire away at Iron Lich here. So that will be 4 V5. And negated. Got some attacks, but got some defense too. Alright, order marker number 2. Again, Iron Lich. And he's gonna keep on trying to attack the same mechanized rat. Even ground, so 3v4. Nope. And then Legionnaires. Okay. This is kind of tough. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one can use the ladder. He's gonna. What's wrong with these ladders? Okay, let's just say he's on the ladder. Okay. Okay, so moved 1, 2, and then this Legionnaire 1, 2. Excuse me. Attempt to strike some rats. Which one do we want to attack first, though? It's really gonna be tough to get through them, but might as well try to get that one in height first. All right. So 3v5 before. Not that time. Okay, so scatter. There's more readers underneath there too. Let's think about it. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So move my 2, and then another one got left engagement, so that is all the attacks that Legionnaires again can do. Then order marker number 3 on Death Reavers. And I think all 4 of these Death Reavers can make an attack. Not too substantial, but we'll give it a try, shall we? On height, 2v4, we'll see. 2v4 3 times, and then once against that Legionnaire. So this one first. Blocked. Next one. That got 1 wound in. Dang it. Iron Lich is getting taken out by rats. And then 1 more. Blocked. And then this one against that Legionnaire. That Legionnaire is defenseless with a D2. D2 v D2. Blocked. Alright. I don't know, this is pretty fun. This is pretty fun. You got 2 armies that you really don't think about too much. I mean, and yes, Iron Lich probably would have been more mobile in the scenario and just would have gone right up to Deathwalker 9000 and engage him totally. But this is pretty fun, and I'm glad I'm using the Death Reavers a bit, because I'm trying to understand their value better too. Yeah, pretty fun so far. But okay. But Death Reavers went, and Legionnaires get to go again. So Iron Lich again is going to try strike that Death Reaver. Defensive 4, D3. Okay. 3v4. And finally got him. Boom. Then 2 can scatter. Let's see. Oh, I'll just move 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put another one here. Now this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Excuse me. All right. Now, Legionnaires. Okay, that Legionnaire is engaged. Move this in Legionnaire. What? 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. This Legionnaire has moved and just hanging out on that ladder. So that's 1. And if I'm attacking with this one, I can only move 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, I guess we're just attacking 1. Which is all we'd probably be able to attack anyway. Okay. So that would be 3v5. Skateboard, you're rooting for the guy with the long hair. Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, that guy with the long hair needs all the help he can get. To be perfectly honest. Whoa, okay. Well, that rat bought it. You scatter again. And actually, okay. I'm going to bring... Yeah, I got a couple hiding underneath this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. But yeah, skateboard. We had earlier in the evening. We had Drake Alexander v Drake Alexander, and Guess who won? You think I would say Drake Alexander, but that's not true. Actually, Rise of the Valkyrie Drake Alexander did beat Swarm of the Morrow Drake Alexander. But Rise of the Valkyrie Drake Alexander was VCing against AoA Drake Alexander, and it was the AoA's Airborne Elite that wiped out both Drake Alexanders with their grenade attack, and so it was the Airborne Elite that eventually that won it altogether. So it was a fun few matches before this one. All right, let's see. Okay, I think we're just moving back to this. Excuse me. All right. This is the same. All right, rolling for initiative. Deathwalker Army first. Got a 16. And 8 for Iron Lich. My goodness. Deathwalker Army has been winning these initiatives for this game. All right. Order marker 1. Deathwalker 9000. Now, I don't know. Don't know if I want to use explosion special attack or not. Probably not. Although I'm going to see if I move him up here, can he see him? I think so. I think he's still got a line of sight to him. What do you guys think? You know, because I mean, there's a tower here, but I'm pretty sure Deathwalker will be able to still sees like the edges of let's see here. Yeah. I mean, it's all a sight zone, so you definitely could see him if he moved up here and then got some elevation to where he no longer had a defense buff. Yeah, it was a blast. It was a blast. Yeah, I thank everybody for making these suggestions, because I didn't think Sgt Drake Alexander versus Sgt Drake Alexander would be interesting, but it was really cool. And as far as glyphs on the field, you ended up having one Sgt Drake Alexander with the Scarab of Invulnerability, and another Sgt Drake Alexander with the Poison Whetstone treasure glyphs. That was a fun matchup. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna move, let's see, Deathwalker up here, and he should still be in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, definitely so. So that way he's got some elevation, and Iron Lich will no longer have an extra defense dice, and it'll be 4v4. Yeah, you can see him. Definitely can see him. Take out his leg. You allowed. Okay, sounds good. All right, let's take the shot, because if Iron Lich goes down, that's basically the game. And Iron Lich always got 4, huh? 4 again. 4 again. Nope, that's a whiff. Iron Lich held fast. He held fast. All right. Order marker 1, Legionnaires. Okay. Well, now I'm going to take out more Death Reavers here. So this will be 3v5. And let's try and take out this Death Reaver here. Try to. Yep. Okay, this Death Reaver's out. Now we can move more Death Reavers, although we are kind of narrowing down, like we only got half the Death Reavers we used to have. Okay, here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'll move these guys up. And I don't want to scatter these guys because they're trying to gum up the works for Iron Lich. And then Legionnaires take a turn. Actually, can this Legionnaire... This Legionnaire can engage with Deathwalker, actually. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to be one man alone, but he's going to try to engage him. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. This Legionnaire can go here. And this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can go here. And let's see, this Legionnaire can go 1, 2, 3, 4. There. Okay. Well, first thing let's do, let's try to attack Deathwalker with with attack of 3. Hey, you know, skateboard. The sun went to bed, so it's time to whip out the brushes. Ah, there you go. Yeah, I know. I was planning on painting. I was planning on painting Iron Witch this past week because my family's been gone for a week now. They're going to be gone until beginning of next week. But I've had the flu for over a week, and I felt like doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. And it was even tough trying to do a ToV podcast last Sunday. I did it, but it was rough. So maybe I can, you know, get some stuff done like tomorrow or Saturday. We'll see. We'll see what time I have. But I wanted to paint stuff, and I'm just not going to be able to paint as much as I wanted to. That's what happens, though. All right, so I got my Legionnaires in position. And what are we going to attack first? We'll take a swipe at the Deathwalker first. And, okay, defensive 9. 4, 8, 9. It's utterly ridiculous, but this could change the game. And then attack of 3. 3v9. Well, more ridiculous things have happened. Not this time, though. It's blocked. Alright, and then I'm going to have Legionnaire do this. Death Reaver. And so that would be 3v5. Nope. But they can scatter. So let me see. Death Reaver can 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. This Death Reaver can go here. This Death Reaver can go 1, 2. Good question. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We still need to bring Death Reavers to gum up Iron Lich because we're starting to run out of Death Reavers. All right. So that's what we're going to do there. Skateboard, ouch. The germs somehow always know when you have time off and opportunities to get things done. Yeah, exactly. Well, but I am thankful, though, because my family left basically the day of me getting sick, and they are not sick at all. They don't have the flu, and quite personally, I'd rather suffer with the flu for a week or so and them not get it, and then come back and then everybody's okay, than to have stayed or have gotten it and really ruined their trip. So, you know, I'm content. I'm okay with suffering alone in the house for that amount of time. As long as they can avoid it, that's fine. I can take that hit. I can take that hit. It's fine. All right. So Legionnaires have done all they can do, and let's see. Order marker 2 is on Deathwalker, but now he's got a soldier in front of him that he has to try and kill. There's no shield wall, so it's going to be 4v2. Whoa, okay, yeah, that's 4 skulls, so first Legionnaire taken out by Death Reaver. And then order mark number 2 on Legionnaires again. And so Iron Lich is going to try and take out this Deathwalker, or this Death Reaver there. It's going to be height, so 4v4. Blocked. I guess them Death Reavers. Death Reavers for defense. They really keep them on the field. I mean, they may not hit much, but they can defend themselves pretty good. All right, and then Legionnaire's turn. Excuse me. Stay with that one. What's their height? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, no. There's no Legionnaire close, but here. We're just gonna go down and keep on trying to clog up that Deathwalker. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, actually, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because you can go down there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm bringing the whole squad with you now. All right, so this Legionnaire gonna try and take out that Reaver. 3v5. And did take him out. And then Death Reavers. Ay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still gonna gum up some more. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I moved. Yeah, move 2. So that's all I can do. So actually this one can take a swipe at this Death Reaver as well. Again, that will be 3v5. Blocked. And that will allow me to move 2 more Death Reavers, which is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, because we cannot allow that Deathwalker to be gummed up. Two. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Oh, wait a second. How many am I supposed to move? Just 2. So, okay, yeah, that's well, okay, a second. There. Okay, that'll work. All right. So, order marker number 3 is on Death Reavers. And so with this, 1, 2, actually 1. those are moved fine. 1, 2. Actually, let me think about this. 2, 1, 2, height advantage. 1, 2. Okay. So we're controlling these two and these two for 4. The skateboard says, I asked this on Hexala Stream. If you were to have a drink with any Heroscape character, who would it be? Oh, well, I mean, that's an easy one for me. And a matter of fact, and some essence, I already kind of have. The Airborne Elite. And that's just my Tales of Valhalla answer, because I developed, you know, the characters and personalities for the Airborne Elite when I started Season 1. And, you know, I created those characters to be guys that you'd want to hang around with. You know, they had their own flaws, their own strengths, but still, you know, the likable guys they would be. And I based it off of the voice actors that represented them. And all 4 of those voice actors who voiced the Airborne Elite are very good friends of mine. And I have drank and ate with them and spent time with them, and we've shared a lot together in different aspects of my life. So I'd say I'm about as close as you can get to getting that wish done. Yeah. Thanks for the question, Skateboard. But if we're talking about like character within the Heroscape game itself, oh, what drink with what character? Sylvaris. Probably Sylvaris, but that character is the one that I voice in Tales of Valhalla. But if it's just plain Heroscape, probably Sylvaris. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, Severus, I think I know he's not very useful competitively, but he's one of my favorite characters in the game, for sure. All right. Now, okay, so our Death Reavers do have to make their attacks, so they're going to. First, we're going to start with Iron Lich. It's going to be 2v4. So this one against Iron Lich. Blocked. And I guess we're going to try to attack Iron Lich again. Double attack, double shots. I take it. And blocked. And then, see here, this one against this one, and okay, with the shield wall. Okay, and so for shield wall, he will get a defense boost for 3, so it'll be 3V or V3 against Deathwalker V Roman Legionnaire. Whiff. And then same with this I would say Deathwalker, Death Reaver against Roman Legionnaire. And that Roman Legionnaire got himself bitten by the Death Reaver bug. Excuse me. All right. And so, order marker number 3 goes to Legionnaires. Iron Lich again. Can he get the high ground? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kind of. It would be more like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, not really. No, he can't. He can't make that move. You'd have to do another move to move over. So not possible. It's okay. Okay, attack of 3. Let's try and do against that Death Reaver. 3v5. Nope. And then Legionnaires, which they're kind of stuck on on Death Reavers here. And this one can't move at all. And this one can't move at all. This one can't move at all. So I guess we're gonna attack and I can move 1. So I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And we will attack this Death Reaver here. So it's going to be 3, maybe 5 again. Got him that time. Boom. Now we got scatter. Hey. There's not much scattering we can do, really. I think. 1. Yeah. Yeah, you can. So we're gonna scatter down 1, 2, 3, 4. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, can't do it. That's okay. But we don't want another opportunity for them to attack either. Yeah. Hold on. No, I want to keep them gummed up. Alright, well, they just got to withstand some attacks. Okay, one attacked. Another one's going to attack. Yeah, 3v5. But, you know... This is a toughie. One, two, three. So I don't want to give them another chance to attack. 1. Just put them there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, rats are limited, but I didn't want them getting attacked anymore. So, okay. Legionnaires cannot attack anymore, and that ends the round. Okay. Now it all falls on what happens next round. Okay. Here we go. Rolling for initiative. Deathwalker goes first. Got a 16. Iron Lich. Got a 17. Iron Lich army finally gets to move first. So 1. So Iron Lich. I'd say, let's see here, 4. Should you take a leave an engagement, or we'll just try to attack. We'll just try to attack that Death Reaver. Why not? Okay, 3 v5. Okay, whiffed. And let's see here, Legionnaires. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yeah. And Legionnaire here. Yeah, now that they got... That wasn't the time to lose initiative. 2. All right. Well, let's swing at Deathwalker. So 3 V 9. 5 9. All right, these Legionnaires can do it. They got 2 shots at it. Roll 1. Blocked. Roll 2. Blocked. The Legionnaire's gonna try to attack a Death Reaver there. That would be 3v5. Is it innovation? Blocked. Well, at least they're holding their defense dice strong. And then we got scatter. So now 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, keep them like that, and so moving away from that one, and then this Death Reaver will probably have to take a hit. Yeah, I don't want them an opportunity to swing a Death Reaver, so okay. So that is 3v4 this time. Actually, 4v4 is elevated. And blocked. Okay, and these guys get to move about again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. All right. And that is Legionnaire's turn. They didn't do much. That was pretty slow. Pretty slow round. You're out for the night. Hope you all have a good night. Good night to you, Skateboard. Thanks for sticking around. Yeah, we're almost done. Once this is done, then yeah, I'm gonna call it a night too, and then we'll do some skirmishes on Sunday afternoon. Should have some fun matchups then. So we'll see you Sunday. Okay. So order marker 1, and what do you all think? Should I just do the explosion special attack on on the Legionnaires? Why not? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Deathwalker may destroy himself, but you know what? He should have been destroying, like, Iron Lich should have been out a long time ago, and it just has not been working out well for them. Legionnaires have been doing good, and we need to take them out, so... Okay, attack 3, and we'll aim for it. Actually, don't have to affect them. We'll aim for this Legionnaire, so we don't have to affect the Deathwalker. Or the Death Reaver. So that would be 3v2 starting out. And And then we'll do defense dice for this and defense dice for the Deathwalker as well. Alright, that's one hit. Blocked it. Blocked it. And 2. Alright, and Deathwalker blocked it. So explosion, special attack happened, but everybody defended themselves. Oh, and plus shield wall, yeah, okay. So yeah, they defend themselves. Okay. Well, piffle. Okay. Order marker 2. This isn't gonna end quickly for me, I don't think. Alright, so Iron Lich. Hi. Alright, let's just try, okay. Again, 3v5 on this Death Reaver here. Excuse me. And got him that time. Boom. Finally. And so these Death Reavers, I'm gonna like scatter about. Okay. We only got 3 Death Reavers left. Aye, so I've been doing good with the dice rolls. Iron Lich has. Alright. Alright, Legionnaire's turn. Okay, let's move a couple more up here. Got more here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got rid of those Death Reavers, coming them up. They're coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then these guys. Well, these are just going to try and take out the Deathwalker. 3v9. Again, gonna swipe twice. We'll see what happens. Blocked, definitely blocked. Blocked. That was close though. Alright, and that ends Legionnaire's turn. Order marker 2. Deathwalker. Alright. Okay, Deathwalker's just gonna take a normal hit against a Legionnaire here. And shield wall gives him defensive 3, so 4v3. And we are going to attack this one. And got him. That's all Deathwalker can do at the moment. Order marker 3. Iron Lich first, and Iron Lich is finally free after so many rounds of being gummed up. The negation glyph, he can finally move about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he is just going to sit nice and comfortable right here. And actually, sit right. You can sit right here. So that way he still can see him. You can see him, you can see him, and just fire away at Deathwalker. So that will be an attack of 3. Yeah, okay. Because range of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So that's gonna be 3v9 again. Lots of 3v9s coming up. Here we go. Alright. Iron Lich, aiming for Deathwalker. Close. But no dice. That was one hit, one shield. My gosh. Whoa. Okay. And then it is Legionnaire's turn. See here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This Legionnaire is right here. This Legionnaire right here. This Legionnaire, 1, 2. Actually, 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah. Let's just try to attack some of these Reavers. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Here they come. Here come the Legionnaires. Alright, so 3v9 again. Actually, okay, for this one it'd be 3v10. So let's see, this Legionnaire against Deathwalker. Blocked. And then next Legionnaire sitting there against Deathwalker. And even ground. Deathwalker got taken out by a Legionnaire. And that's game. That's game. I'm going to call that game. Deathwalker got taken out. He was not able to capitalize on killing Iron Lich, because that would have been the game then for him. Legionnaires did a good job managing through the Death Reavers, and Death Reavers couldn't hold out enough for defense. Wow, what a game. But I think at the end of it, even without the abilities of Iron Lich, still had the synergy with the Legionnaires, and I think that really is what pulled out for them at the end. And it just takes enough attacks to where all you need is one more extra skull against a Deathwalker, and he'll be taken out. That's why he's not normally used. Although that was pretty fun using the Reavers with Deathwalkers. It was fun using Iron Lich with the Legionnaires. Deathwalker with the Death Reavers and Iron Lich with the Legionnaires. Nice small skirmish, although it did take a little bit of time, didn't it? But that is it for tonight, everybody. Thank you so much for everybody watching, lurking about. We got through a few skirmishes, mostly Drake Alexander v Drake Alexander, which was early on in the stream, and then this really kind of massive game with Deathwalker against Iron Lich, and Iron Lich has prevailed, although it was going badly against him, but it turned around. So that was pretty fun. That was pretty fun. You learn a lot doing that type of thing, and hopefully we can do more this Sunday. So this is what's going to happen this Sunday. I'll be doing skirmishes in the afternoon because of the Super Bowl. I'm gonna have a different map that's going to be in the shape of kind of like a bowl, actually. It's gonna be like this size though. And I have some special squads going to be preparing for Sunday for that. And yeah, so we'll have some fun going for there, and it's going to try to keep it Super Bowl themed. I do have a Super Bowl themed VC miniature that will be fun to try out against other miniatures. But we'll save that for Sunday. And then on Sunday evening, we have a special 10-year anniversary stream that just gonna review things, just look back over the last 10 years, and maybe think about what's going to happen the next 10 years. Yeah, it's great that I can still do this in the little capacity that I have, and might have a guest or two on, reminiscing about back in those good old days, and then have a contest giveaway. Not 100% sure what we're going to give away, but we're going to give away something really, really nice. So with that, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody for commenting. Skateboard, Daniel at the beginning there, who is Battlebrow, and then Hero Guy chiming in for a little bit, and then Skateboard chiming in. Thank you everybody so much for watching. See you Sunday. You have a purpose in your life. Find it, pursue it, live it, and we'll see all of you on Sunday. Later now. Good night. Bye-bye.